Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. This is Mary with 8020 CRM, and today we're going to discuss how to upload account contact data and create person accounts with the Salesforce Data Import Wizard. So we will begin in the Onboarding Workbook, which is housed in the shared Google Drive. You should have received access to the shared Google Drive at the beginning of the onboarding journey, and if you did not, please let us know so that we can send you a link. But in this onboarding workbook, we have provided templates to facilitate your data imports. Once you're in the onboarding workbook, you want to scroll down to the tabs, and here you want to select all sheets. And in this list, you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and select account and contact data. From here, we're going to be rerouted to the template, and we have access to it now where we can see rows and columns to house your data and so that you can see which fields are available within Salesforce. So you want to make sure that you add all of the information that you have available. Now, your organization may have a lot of franchises, so you want to go ahead and either copy all of this and move it to a different file or select copy if you're using Sheets and just make a separate copy so that you can add all of your data and leave the template as is. Now, we have some dummy data available here. We have AJ Realty as our account, and AJ Realty is going to have Alex Johnson as the contact for this business account. So we're going to populate all of the information that we have for AJ Realty as a business, which includes the account type and the mailing or the billing address. And as we scroll to the right, we're going to fill out all of the information that we have for Alex Johnson, who is our contact for that business account. And as we continue scrolling to the right, we can see all kinds of different information that is being asked. Not everything is required, so you just populate whatever you do have available so that that information is transferred into Salesforce. So you have your mailing street, your contact type, contact methods, any licenses if you're actively working with this contact, if the buyer is active, and any details that they may have shared with you regarding their buyer minimum prices or maximum prices, and additional information. So that's Alex Johnson, and again, he's associated with AJ Realty, which is going to be our business account. And we're also going to discuss creating person accounts. So person accounts are not associated with a business account. So in the business account section, we're going to leave this pretty blank, but we're going to scroll to the right and we're going to see contacts person accounts. And we have Linda Walters as our person account. Because she is not associated with any businesses, we want to make sure that under this column for create person account, we type in true. That way the system will trigger flows so that Linda is associated with a person account instead of a business account. Once we're done here, we want to go ahead and click File, Download, or Save As, comma separated value file or a CSV, because this is the type of file that data import requires. Another thing that I want to point out before we move into importing within Salesforce is that your state codes cannot be short codes. The state must be written out fully. If not, you will receive an error message, and we will definitely show how that looks within Salesforce. The record type is only required if you don't have one set to default. Now, with this in mind, we're going to move into Salesforce. Once in Salesforce, there's a few different ways that you can import data. One of the ways to import data is by going to your contacts and clicking import, or accounts and clicking import as well. The third way to do this is to click on setup. And within setup, in the quick find, you can type import and then select Data Import Wizard. Once you're in the Data Import Wizard page, you can scroll down and then click Launch Wizard. Doing it this way does give you access to a few different standard objects such as accounts and contacts, person accounts, leads, solutions, and campaign members. So this is what you would have access to if you selected the Data Import Wizard through the setup. For the video, we're going to go ahead and use accounts, and we're going to click import. Now we're rerouted again into that data import page, and from here we're going to select accounts and contacts. And what do we want to do with this data? So today we're only adding new records, but you also have the option to update existing records or add new and update existing records. In order to update existing records or add new and update existing records, you will need IDs, the Salesforce IDs and any external IDs that you may have. So we're going to select add new records, and we're not going to match the contacts or accounts by anything. So we're going to leave all of these options as none, but we're going to scroll down slightly to trigger workflow rules, and we're going to check off that box. So that way workflow rules are triggered for these new records. We're going to scroll back up, and we're going to select our CSV file. And let's make sure we select the right one. And now we're going to click next. And we are rerouted to edit the mapping. Now we see that the record type and the ID are unmapped. We can leave these unmapped. Again, contact ID is unmapped, but we're going to leave it as is for right now. And last but not least is the SMS opt-out. So we're going to map this one. We're going to go ahead and select map, and we're going to type in opt-out, and we're going to select mobile opt-out and map that. So if we scroll back down to the bottom, we can see that now mobile opt-out is mapped to SMS opt-out. And we're going to click next and ask Salesforce to go ahead and import that data. Now we are ready to review and start the import. So we see our selections, accounts and contacts, add new records, and our CSV file. Our import is going to include 67 mapped fields, and 3 fields are unmapped and will not be included. We're okay with that, so we're going to click Start Import. And we received a successful message. Congratulations, your import has started. So we're going to click OK. And here we can see the progress, see that 2 records were processed and 1 failed. Now, if you receive failed messages, you want to go ahead and click View Results, download the Excel sheet, and once you open that Excel sheet, you can see that it has a success column, a created column, and an error column. And in this error specifically, it says that there is a required field missing, and the name is a required field missing. So we're going to give this another minute. We're going to return to 8020 CRM. And once in 8020 CRM, we can search for our contacts and see if they are already available for us. And we see that Linda Walter has been created in the system. And is a person account checked off, meaning Linda Walter has been created in the system as a person account. So this was successful. All of the data associated with Linda Walters is now in Salesforce and available. for us to use and view. And then let's check on Alex Johnson. And here is Alex Johnson from our dummy data. And Alex Johnson is now associated with AJ Realty. So an account has been created along with Alex Johnson's contact information and the information that we had pertaining to AJ Realty is also available for us to use. Alrighty, so that's definitely one of the ways to import data into Salesforce. Please let us know if you have any questions.